Okay, we are live. We are live. Trying a new background because the other one made me kind of sick. But I don't like this because I don't know, it doesn't do a really good job. It's not like Zoom. Maybe I'll go back to the blurred background. Okay. Today I've been going over uploads, but I've been always going over successful uploads. I have not gone over unsuccessful uploads and how to diagnose an issue. It looks like I am sharing. Let me see here. Yeah, let's go back to blur. The blur is just as bad. Well, okay. Gotta find something. I don't think this platform is the right platform for me. It's pretty good, but I can't connect everywhere. I'm finding some limitations. The coolest thing about this app is that it does. It snips sections of the live and pulls them to be posted on social media. So that's a really cool little bonus. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to break a spreadsheet and we're going to do an upload. So we're going to try to do the upload and have House Call Pro stop it and show that there's errors. And then we're going to backtrack how to find that, where that error is. Oh, my screen is up. Let's do a quick test. So if we enter the wrong part name, it turns red and it says part not found. So any part, if you enter a part that's non-existent, right? We have expansion tanks, but expansion, let's just spell it wrong, right? Expansion tank number 2. It's going to show red and part not found because it needs to be entered inside of the material tab. So this is one way of breaking a spreadsheet, just by entering wrong information here, misspelling a name. But when we move over to the right, we're going to have some errors. Here we have these values. So this is broken, and it's because we have, there's expected values, but PNF is text and cannot find a number. So we've broken the spreadsheet just by entering the wrong part name. And in your upload doc, there'll be some empty holes, which it is filled by description because the description is so long. But these are empty. So it's a good way to see if there's like a break, you know, if you're not seeing some numbers. But we're going to take this to House Call Pro now. And we are going to upload it, and it's going to show those errors. So always CSV. Did it not happen? There it goes. My internet is going slow today. Very slow today. Pricebook settings, as you would a normal CSV upload. And we're going to upload a file. So if there's ever an error on the spreadsheet that you didn't catch, this is going to be your fail-safe when you go to upload it here. We're going to drop it in, and we're going to run through like normal, all the mapping of the document, which it already knows it. Oh, interesting. Let's see here. So we have a little bit more of an issue. This industry, this incoming field, this is supposed to go, the destination field, to industry. So let's see what happened here. It's got industry correct as plumbing. I wonder why it pulled the wrong, or why it's reading the wrong destination field. But this is great. This normally doesn't happen much, but you always want to check this out. And it is saying okay, our data preview is plumbing. So we need to come down here because we don't have subcategory 2 used right now. We don't have any of the subcategories used. and we need to change that to industry. Now it's going to automatically change industry UUID, which is our second column, category, subcategory 1, UUID. Everything else is correct now. Let's just go down the list a little bit. Everything else lines up. Oh, cool. And now it's just, again, mapping its values, and it's just double checking again that it's incoming plumbing, going to plumbing. And we're going to move on to the next screen. My internet is a special little slow today. Just this evening. Maybe it's the evening rush. I never really knew that to be like a real thing, that the internet slowed down at, in the evening when everybody gets home, but it's been happening to me for about an hour or so, and that makes sense. So our first indication here is that it's invalid. That's what we want to see, and we're going to scroll down a little bit, and it's going to show that these are empty, right? So there's a red boxes, these are empty, and we need to go figure out why. So the first step would be the upload doc. So we're just going to backtrack, head back to your spreadsheet, and we're at the CSV upload doc, and it's these two columns. This is actually something that I'm finding now for the first time, that the description will override that, and that's not good. I wonder if we can reorganize this. I've never tried it. Ever since I've ever uploaded with House Call Pro, I've always used the same exact format. So we'll do a test tomorrow, because this is not good. If you're looking, you could kind of go right over this easily. So we need to find a solution to make that better. Maybe we could have some sort of alert, or maybe we could make that turn red. That would actually be really cool. I think that's going to be it. We just keep thinking of different things, and this is actually a good one. We are about to update all of our past clients to our newest version of our spreadsheet. We've been working on it for a long time, and we want everybody to be on the same exact system with the same exact training videos. And we just started sending out emails today. So I think this is a good little feature that we can put in before we send that out. So, because Dave needs to talk. So remember, we found our items here that are invalid, our red boxes. So again, we backtrack. Our first step is the upload doc. That's going to be our first connection. So we head to the upload doc, where we find that this is empty. And now sometimes it stinks. You got to scroll through. You have to see what's in here, right? There's not that many lines. So you just have to run through. And if we put in a little red box, that'll help a lot. I just have to see. It's probably possible. I shouldn't say it's not. So now we found these. And another way too is you can look here on the rows, right? 21, 22. It's going to be the same here. 21, 22, 23, whether they're shifted one for whatever reason with the upload. All right, so now we got to go over to our main services doc, because this is where it's pulling all the information from. So we're going to head back to that area, and we find these. And this is just quick because I'm already here. So if you had to come down a little bit, you'll find your values, and it comes across, kind of the whole way. You have a part not found, an error, value error. So something is wrong here. So now we just need to check these rows to see what's going on, and we'd scroll over to the parts. As we know, like, these are all calculations. The only thing that can break these are your material. So now we have our red boxes that we have parts that don't exist in our system, or whether it's an error typing it in. So let's do this miscellaneous parts. Let's say it was just a part error. or an enter error. And now that price comes in because we have it in our material list. The red turns off. Let's head back over. And that one is fixed. We just have the other one to do. And let's say that you wanted to create a new part. This expansion tank number 2 is a new part you wanted to enter. Let's first head over to material. Let's copy this. And we're going to search for expansion tank number 2. We don't have it. Let's start just deleting some characters, and we've already have an expansion tank populate. So let's put this in expansion tank number 2 at $100. And we always want to send this information to House Call Pro when we're doing uploads. So it's now populated. Let's clear that. We don't need it. We have our price, and in a moment, this red will clear as soon as it just takes a moment. But our service now is fixed. Let's go check out the upload doc. Rows 21, 22, 21, 20. Oh, this is the pricing matrix upload doc. So there's 23, and we have no more errors here. And again, this is where currently the description will just override it. But we need to fix that. So our upload doc is now clean. And we can take that to House Call Pro. And again, always CSV download. We've downloaded that. And we're going to run through. We're going to clear this. And now you can come in here and you can enter numbers. If you decide that you want to just enter that, right? Instead of, you could go back, fix the spreadsheet, and then just come and enter your values in here, no problem. Let's see, why isn't one clearing? Your connection has been interrupted. My internet is slow. I don't know what is happening. House Call Pro normally doesn't have issues. The first place I would go is that it's my internet, just because, okay, it's now fixing itself. Something's happening. Sweet. So it auto-corrected because we entered those values. Again, you can enter them manually. You can build your whole book in here manually. But we're going to exit this out, and we're going to take our upload doc again. Let's say you had many errors. Remember, you can do this 2 different ways. You can upload file by this way. I don't ever use this way. Let's see. My thing is always so weird with how my folders are and how I have to go find things. Well, I really enjoy this drag and drop method. Let me do a speed test. Yeah, there's just still connection being interrupted. Let's see if there's that mapping issue again. We normally don't have that. It normally is pretty smooth. And especially because we do so many uploads through this account. We do so many tests. Everything is correct. Industry, all of the columns are matching up. Continue, and we're going to have no errors this time. Now, I can't say never, but unless you have a part not found, an error within the parts, your spreadsheet will flow right from the services doc to the upload doc and then right to House Call Pro. I guess we've gotten to the point in-house too, we've become so comfortable and we just work on it all day long. I think today we did like 6 or 7 uploads. uploads. We were building templates. We were all over house call. Oh, I shouldn't have submitted it. Whoops. Let's see if I can exit it out. I was talking and I should have been explaining. But that's where you're going to get your values on the upload doc inside of House Call Pro. It'll say valid instead of invalid, right? So, and I think I need to make a video for this. What is happening to me today? I need to make a good video on that and post that up somewhere. We have to start making some more creative content for how to build a price book and things like that. We've been working on videos on how to use our product. So again, we're back here with our mapping, our fields. That's all correct. Plumbing. And then we're going to come up to this last page, and you'll have, and let's try to delete one. I don't think I've ever tried to delete a field inside of here to see if it'll error out. Let's try it. And then we have to check because I uploaded that. I got the email saying that book uploaded, and I didn't get the attached CSV for errors from House Call. So we got to go check to see if that duplicated. So now we have no invalids, all valid. Let's try this. Let's copy this first and delete it and click out. Cool. Cool. Okay, that's really awesome. So you truly can build your whole book inside of the upload doc. I highly don't recommend it. I couldn't imagine manually putting all this information in and then it, for some reason, it didn't submit. For some reason. I don't know why it's not allowing us to do submit now. Yeah, no reason. Sometimes it has a brain fart. I don't blame it. It's Wednesday. All right, let's close out of this and let's go see if we duplicated our book. How many people are seeing the new update? The new interface to House Call Pro. We're seeing it now a little bit more, but we're still seeing the older interface. Okay, it looks like just one. Oh, okay, it doesn't look like any duplicates. Whether I canceled it on time or another, we haven't duplicated since I first started. You know, when I was learning how to do House Call Pro and uploads, I duplicated quite a bit, but it was learning, trying to figure it out. So however it happened, it didn't happen. I'm tired. Okay, for the last few minutes, let's talk House Call Pro again. Let's talk the differences, because I talk a lot about the CSV upload. I do because we work off of a spreadsheet. Remember, our product comes on a spreadsheet. It's the only way we can move such a large amount of data over to you and for you to own. I know being on a spreadsheet is not ideal. And hopefully one day we can create a pretty cool solution to it. But it's the only way to move over such a large amount of data. And this, you're able to get your price book up into House Call Pro very quickly. As soon as you purchase our spreadsheet, if you go DIY, you only have a few things that you need to edit to get started. Your fully loaded labor rate and break-even rate, if you'd like, this page here, after hours, dispatch diagnostic. They're already set to the services. So as soon as you enter a number here, it's going to go into the service. Then you want to set your markups. And that's the markups that you choose. We're already on a pretty decent markup. But by changing your markup here, you're ready to go. And then it's all flows into the upload doc. So really, you watch a couple of our videos, you get in here, enter a few bits of information, move right through, and you can upload this quite quickly. So That you can't beat that. You absolutely cannot beat that. If our system seems like it's right for you, there's no faster way. And again, our system is designed to be your starter price book with materials, services, and then for you to come in and edit things as you go, build as you need. So really, there's no better solution if you're wanting to buy a price book and own it. If you want to use like Profit Rhino, right, that's fine. Now, the other way with House Call Pro of doing a price book is using the calculate flat rate feature. And different people say different names for this, and I don't know what to call it. I just say the calculate flat rate price feature or the toggle button. There is no way to upload. I shouldn't say upload. Let me rewind. House Call Pro has this calculate flat rate price, and that's all that this is. It is a calculator. It is nothing else but a calculator. You have to enter in your material, or excuse me, your labor rates and your material. When you enter these values, it will populate here to your total price. You have to do some things here, like you come into your settings and you need to do your labor rates, tax rates, material, your markups, right? These things need to happen. There is no way to upload material. I'm clicking into the upload dock because I'm saying upload. But inside of the service, there is no way to attach your labor rates and your time and your material to the service. It is manual, one by one. Our spreadsheet is designed to follow it along. You upload your material list, you upload your services, and then you follow each service one by one. And you copy and paste it in there. Let's go in here. We took dishwasher 90. I think we have plumbing parts in here. Yeah. Dishwasher 90, it picked it up. And now we have our first calculation. Again, there is no way to do this manually, or excuse me, automatically. You have to come and copy paste. Unfortunately, it's what we have to do too. We are trying to develop some technology to come in and enter the stuff automatically, but it hasn't been cheap so far. And then let's put in labor rate 2026. And this is how you do this one by one. So the spreadsheet system gets you going, and then you can build it in this way. So there are two ways of getting flat rate services into House Call Pro: by CSV upload and then by manually building one by one. Our system is built to give you a major leg up. As long as our system works for you and you enjoy it, you like our system, boom. If you want to build your own price book, I highly recommend building out on a spreadsheet first and then importing it. You don't have to go crazy with all sorts of formulas and stuff. We're still doing flat rate. Here, let's delete that so we don't split this list later. We're calculating everything here just like House Call Pro to get to our service price to customer. So we're both doing flat rate. Now, you have to pay extra for this feature, for the calculate flat rate feature. So not all companies have it. The lowest tier with House Call Pro does not have this included. You need to be on the middle tier. I've also seen an incredibly large company that does not use this. They have the old button that says to turn it on completely, to add it to their system. So it's not a necessity. Building into House Call Pro, and that's what I like to say, when you build into House Call, it gives you more visibility into your services. You have better reporting. At the bottom of your invoices, you have your job costing. If you can line up your material pricing and stuff, you can get pretty damn close. Don't use this as your true source of information. It's gonna be close. I was going to try to find an example of it. So remember, there's always two ways of doing it. Here we go, job inputs, and then your job costing breakdown. So when we have built out all of the services with all of that information, every time you run a call, you will get your job costing breakdown down here. That's badass. That's super badass, right? You can see and what kind of real-time visibility, you can't beat that. So let's put in one of our services because it's here. And let's do water heater. We have the ability to see some stuff. Let's just check this water software. I don't know what it is. Okay, I can't break it down that fast. You see how we have unit price and unit cost? That stuff will calculate. It just won't give you the granular stuff of like the material. I wonder how long it takes. Maybe we do have to enter this stuff. Let's just try putting something in like a miscellaneous fee. Calculate flat rate pricing, labor rate. It's still not doing it. Well, more tests for us. Oh shit, the line item deleted. It was water filter for where'd it go? Oh shucks. I changed it all. I changed the price because I started calculate flat rate. I only put 1 hour of labor time in. So even so, after doing this breakdown, it's still not here. Well, we have a lot of tests to run. I'm curious, we don't get into this much. I've seen it. The stuff that we do makes this happen. I've never had to do it this live, this quick on a live. Cool. Every day we learn, right? Every day we learn. But yeah, we want to make sure that these come in, and that's really cool to see live. There's nothing better. So with the CSV upload, you can see, let's call it 50% of it. When you build in to House Call Pro, using the calculate flat rate feature, the calculate flat rate toggle, the House Call Pro calculator, I don't know what else to call it, you get more visibility. Then you can create some really cool stuff. Material has an API. Services do not. I firmly believe that Profit Rhino is paying a pretty penny to House Call Pro, and they closed the API down, specifically for people like me that can't come in and create a system. The day that happens, we're ready to go. The day they create an upload for flat rate, we're ready to go. We're literally just waiting. Material has an API. So as soon as you build into your book, you build in all your material, your services, you can upload your materials, or you can have an automated updating system. It takes a lot to get, I don't want to say it takes a lot to get going. If you use Claude or ChatGPT, you could probably get it done in a day. The worst part is getting your material pricing from your supplier. But there's an API for this. So there is a bonus to building in. There's many bonuses. There's many bonuses. Make sure it's right for you. Make sure you have it turned on. It is a great feature. But again, I have had clients come through here that are very large, very, very large companies that do not have it. They don't care. They're a large company and they have accountants and bookkeepers in-house that are job costing. I mean, when I was a manager, we were job costing daily. Every day for a few hours, all the managers would get together and we were job costing. And then we would go and adjust the price book. It's a real thing. You have to friggin' do it. You can't not. We do it. We're just doing it for you. And you can get away for a while. You definitely want to do it at least every 6 months. And depends on how large you are and how spot on your numbers you want to be. Okay, that is time. I know I rambled a bunch, and we will see you next time, next week, same time, same day. Have a good rest of your week.